Hello and welcome to my Let's Play / stream Star Trek Online. I am the Big B82 and this is part 47 of my TOS era Tactical Officer. We are about to undertake the missions on New Romulus. So these will be broken down into different parts. So this will be New Romulus Part 1, which is basically, and they're all going to be basically, again, ground-based missions, which is never fun. So there's going to be no real space action in this one, all ground combat, and then we go on to the Stardate sphere, which is pretty much the same. Just fetch missions of go to here and see this, go there and see that. Now, these missions are basically lore based, so we are helping the New Romulans. So you can skip these if you're watching this playback later, if you don't want to watch any of this bit. But if you're watching it live, unfortunately you're stuck with me. So just let me grab the mission. Hopefully I haven't come all the way to the New Romulus system for a joyride. If I have to speak to the new Romulus ambassador, I'm going to not be a happy man. Admiral, a group of our people are trying to create a new homeworld. Celia's capital city has erupted into a fighting since she disappeared. So-called saviors struggle for power and new ones rise and fall every day. We are witnessing the end of days of the Empire. I belong to a group of Romulans who, like you, want to survive with our leader, Datan. We're thrown off the shackles of our past. We reject the secrecy and deceit in favour of democracy and cooperation. In creating a new world, we will remake our culture. Sorry. We have found a new planet. I found a planet we call Moharian, New Romulus in our mother tongue. It can be ours, but we have much to do before we can truly call it home. Our government has authorized me to ask for your assistance. Our people have been in strife for too long. Can you look past our history and help us build a new world? So yeah, you can hail her from here, which is damn helpful. She is located, if you want to find her, she's in two locations where you can actually pick this mission up without having to do it from afar. She's located on DS9, on the promenade, the ambassador, and on an ESD on Earth Space Dock. If you travel to Admiral Quinn's office, she's in his office. So we're going to, yes, you shall have my support. We are at the New Romulus system, so here we are. Now it's just going. Is it? Or do I have to? I have a feeling I'm gonna have to fly around the system and trigger it. It's a problem with these older missions because it's much like the Cold War story arc. I mean, I had to fly around before it would actually trigger that and figure it out that I was actually at Defaria. If I fly away from New Romulus and then fly towards New Romulus and see what it says. So I'll come up. Try again. System, see what happens. It should trigger staging. Area. I hope. Let's beam down. Admiral, we're ready to beam down to New Romulus at your command. The Romulans are suggesting you bring a small weight team. So I will take with me Dr. What's a met? She is my first officer, but she's a Vulcan. I don't know if I have any prejudice against her, so I'll take Dr. Bashir. He's a hologram, they can't solve a hologram. I'll be quiet here because it's a cutscene. If it triggers.
We have the strength now. With the help of Starfleet and the Empire, we could destroy what's left of the Tal Shiar. We would be safe. We would be free.
There are too few of us left to fight amongst ourselves. Military action should be our last option.
I don't see how talking to them will be enough. But I'm a warrior, not a politician. If my people are to find a home here, there must be a leader capable of building a new future. Of looking past our differences to find harmony. You are that leader, Data.
Since I was a child, hiding in the sewers of the capital with the reunificationists, I have worked toward the day when the Romulans would once again walk beside their Vulcan brothers and sisters. Before that can happen, we need to rebuild. We need a home to replace what was lost, to see past our grief and find acceptance. We need to reconcile with the Remans and end the centuries of strife and oppression. The fate of both our peoples rests here. We either create a new homeworld out of the ashes, or we wither and die. Thank you for agreeing to assist us. I'm grateful that both the Federation and the Empire have temporarily put aside their differences to help create a new Romulus. This proves that unification is possible, both for my people and for yours. We're building a new home here. Romulans and Remans can't continue on like nothing has changed. Everything is different. We are a changed people. The loss of Romulus wounded us greatly. But that wound will not be fatal. There is a great deal of work to do before we can truly call this our new home. But with your help, I know Mold Rihan, or New Romulus in your language, will someday be as great as what we lost. Kylor is in charge of the staging area. He can give you more information about what we need. There's much to do, and little time. We left our first home to remain free. We lost our adopted home to treachery. May this world be the home we have sought for so long. A place where our descendants can live in peace.
Yeah. Easy as pine that one, wasn't it? Welcome to New Romulus. So we need to speak with Admiral Valoff, who is the Federation liaison. Thank you for coming to New Romulus, Admiral. Since the destruction of the Romulan homeworld, Romulan space has been unstable. The Federation tried to offer a hand of friendship to build connections with the survivors. That failed. Starfleet Command made the decision to take a preemptive strike to eliminate threats before they could become open warfare. Whether or not those actions were justified is not for us to debate. With the formation of New Romulan colony world and the alliance of the Remans, we have a second chance. What we do here on this planet will shape the Federation relationship with the Romulan Star Empire for decades. We can create a new alliance, or we can wake a sleeping dragon. I believe that Ambassador Spock's plan for reunification. That is why I volunteered to be a liaison between Titan and the Federation. But before that can happen, we need to earn Romulan's trust. You will help us do that. I look forward to working with the Romulan Republic. Right. Let's log in and let's speak with Foreman Kraylor. Welcome to New Romulus.
Let me brief you on the situation here. We're building a new city here, at the site where people first landed on this world more than 2,000 years ago, after the sundering. Our Riemann friends will take the lower levels, where they can feel most at home. We'll use the staging area as a landing site for shuttlecraft and a place to coordinate construction and future shipping. Many of our records were lost with the homeworld. But what we do have indicates that there was a battle here before the colony ships left to find Romulus.
You found what could be
The Sword of the Raptor Star, one of our most revered artifacts.
here on this world.
There's still much we need to learn about this world and its inhabitants. This creature, for example, how did it adapt to the radiation that until recently made this world unsuitable for colonization? Recent scans are showing the radiation falling into manageable levels. With modern technology and your assistance, this should be a place where the Romulan and Riemann people can thrive for generations to come. We've found ruins that date back to the Sundering, and beneath them, signs of what may be a much older civilization. Who lived here eons ago? What happened to them? We're doing what we can, but we can't do it alone. If you're here to help, I'll get you started.
Okay, I'll get me started then. Right. Welcome to Morihan, Admiral Shun. I have some tasks available at this time. There is a lot of things that need to be done and not enough hands to do the work. My job is to organise volunteers, so grab a spanner or collect reports and volunteer already. You might even get that fancy uniform a little dusty. Dirty work is honest work. Sunshine, I come from a cold planet. I mean cold planet. Well, I'm ready to do some work. Yeah. So this is the staging area. We've got to investigate suspicious persons, collect and turn in reports, motivate the civilian work. So, this is a civilian. Good work. It's appreciated. That repairs. I can motivate somebody there. Unlocking new respawn areas. This is size report. Don't really want to collect one of those. Tell me they fuck something up. Something buggered up, it would not surprise me. That was. Trying to find a suspicious person. Hello. Sometimes they will spawn Talshiar to attack you. Guess she was having an off day. Empire's thing. It's not fun, you know, just wandering around fixing shit. Yelling at Romulans to get off their arse and do some work. I think if we fix this shuttle, we should be golden to finish this. Yep, we are. So, how? Thank you, Admiral. I know it may not seem like much, but everything we can do contributes to Morihan. As the Klingons say, the first city wasn't built in a day. Next mission is going to be a task force.
With the establishment of new Romulus, the Republic has a home for their operations. That also means they have a center from which to aid and protect their other colony worlds. Several Republic colonies are in direct threat from raids and attacks. We want to keep the Republic stable, so we're willing to help in their defense. Join a task force to assist the Romulan Republic in protecting their colonies.
So accept that. I could try and do that now, but it's going to be a pain in the arse. So you should go to the next mission, which should be warehouse. Do I actually have to skip it? I'm actually going to have to skip it. Skip it then. Yeah, and then camera.
I received reports of Talshiar spying on new Romulus. Not surprised, but we need to stay cautious. Most recently, I've acquired a recording that has actionable information. I'd like for you to follow up on it.
Message Plague. I don't have a lot of time. I've hidden a recording near where you first arrived to New Romulus. Find it. These used to be tied with the New Romulan task force stuff. It's kind of good that they moved it off, though. It's not one of the good things that they've actually done. Sir, it seems that the recording taken from the hidden cameras within the capital city itself. There's a message on it. It's addressed specifically to you.
I'll be going now, unless you need anything else. Do you want me to bring you something to eat?
No, thank you. I'll see you in the morning.
Proconsul, may we speak?
How did you get in here?
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Sub-Commander Kiana, and I represent certain individuals interested in the future of the Romulan people.
Don't patronize me. You mean the Tal Shiar.
If you want to be blunt, yes.
What do you want, Sub-Commander?
An agreement that will benefit us both. You agree to allow us to advise you on the governing of this colony, and in return we will do all we can to assist you with any complications that may arise.
You want to play Kingmaker. I'm no king, and deals made in the dark never end well. If you want to open negotiations, contact my office during business hours.
You know as well as I do that would be pointless. There's too much bad blood, and the Federation and the Klingons would never agree. I'd be lucky to leave the negotiations alive. Hakiv's death and the disappearance of the Empress has left my organization at loose ends. The Tal Shiar needs a strong leader. You have the trust of the Klingons, Starfleet, the Remans. Just imagine what you could do with our help.
Are you trying to bribe me?
Merely presenting options. A wise man would see that this is his best, his only option.
I was instructed by the wisest of men, Sub-Commander. Spock taught me that openness and truth have more power than secrets. I want all Romulans to unite, even the Tal Shiar. But it can only happen in the light of day.
I'll give you time to reconsider. We have similar goals to time. You want to rebuild Romulan power. So do we. Think about it. We will speak again.
Computer, give me everything we have on the Tal Shiar.
Oh yay. What do you think? Who do you think left us that recording, Admiral? Whoever it was, it's obvious someone who wants us to know everything that's going on behind the scenes. No matter what the motivation were for releasing this recording, it's good to know that the TAN is not siding with the Tal Shiar. We should probably submit the recording for headquarters. Next mission, which should be warehouse. Lieutenant Telangera in the warehouse has contacted me. The colony is having supply issues, and the source of them may be a Ferengi contractor they hired to manage the supply lines. We think having a neutral party like you would be able to defuse the conflict. Would you be willing to sort this out? Yes. I don't actually think you ever find out who's leaving the recordings around. I'm going to go out on a limb and think it's probably the TAN. You know, he's about openness and stuff. Spoiler alert. I say you don't find out, so but it's they're all over the place. They are all over the Romulus over the mission, and like I said, they were attached to the thing. So okay, this Lieutenant Tangagara. Jalon True, Admiral. We appreciate you taking an interest in our affairs. Right now we're having a supply problem. There's a Ferengi trader here named Madron. Now, Madron, we know, we've met him before. He was on an asteroid exploiting the miners and covering up a Tal Shiar base that we kind of blew up. Okay, named Madron, who seems quite capable of making a profit, but less than capable of keeping an accurate track of our shipments. I've tried talking to him, but he seems to treat any conversation as a type of negotiation, and I'm hesitant to escalate this problem to the TAN's attention. Kolor suggested that we use a third party and help us work out a solution. Would you be willing to speak with him on our behalf? Maybe you can get through to him. Of course, I'll let you know what we find. I'm pretty sure Madron's not going to be happy to see us.
You again? Last time I saw you, I had a sweet little mining business on Hifar, and some information brokering on the side. Now, all of that's gone. The mine, the intel, everything. I'm lucky I still have a tooth sharpener. Get out before I call security.
We're going to talk to you about some irregularities with your supply manifest.
Let me guess. Lieutenant Tenenga's complaining again. I stand by my paperwork and my inventory. It's not my fault if the Romulans can't count. They don't have the lobes for business. Look, you can review the cargo manifests yourself and match them to the supplies in the crates. But I'm sure a big, important Starfleet officer like yourself has more important things to do. If you want to bother with it, though, knock yourself out. The terminals in the warehouse have the manifest, and the crates are nearby. I'd help you check, but I have real work to do. Oh, and don't mind the Orions. They're subcontractors working for me. Lots of willing hands to help, if you know what I mean.
I'll do that. So, let's see what Margarine's concluded up this time. See what the rules of acquisition have to say on the situation.
Rule 208. Sometimes, the only thing more dangerous than a question is an answer.
I love that rule. I live by the rule 208. Old uniforms. Why would anyone keep these in a box marked River Pig Chow? Acknowledged. Yeah, rule 208. I live by rule 208.
Rule number 8. Small print leads to large risk.
Yeah, always use the rules of acquisition in this situation.
Rule 263. Never allow doubt to tarnish your lust for platinum.
Captain, the manifest says that this crate is supposed to contain industrial energy cells, but all I see is some self-seeing stem bolts.
Rule 110. Exploitation begins at home.
According to the manifest, this is supposed to be a 3-month supply of supplies for science teams working in the Atari, but half of these boxes are empty.
Rule 62. The riskier the road, the greater the profit.
I'm pretty sure he runs by Rule 268, which is never...
Rule 19. Satisfaction is not guaranteed.
Yeah, I think it goes by Rule 268, which is it never hurts to mislabel a product.
Rule 227. If that's what's written, then that's what's written.
Who made these manifests? This isn't entertainment supplies. It's scrap hull plating from old shuttles. Oh, right now my SXEs came out there, didn't
Rule
it?
218. Always know what you're buying.
It's pretty much how I'm going to just play the rules of acquisition here. Every time I get, it's going to be a rule of acquisition.
Rule 52. Never ask when you can take.
This isn't the lithium war. These manifests are completely wrong.
Rule 75. Home is where the heart is, but the stars are made of platinum. Rule 85. Never let the competition know what you're thinking.
This crate is supposed to contain construction supplies, but it's empty. Okay, Margarine. He's been lying, basically. Kind of guessed that one. He's a Ferengi.
Rule 123. Even a blind man can recognize the glow of latinum. Rule 95. Expand or die. Rule 189. Let others keep their reputation. You keep their money. So, you check the manifests and the crates, and they don't match up. I knew I should have gone with you. Then I could have explained that the more valuable supplies are in a secure storage unit. You can't be too careful, you know. Someone might be trying to steal something. Here, let me open the secure area for you. It's at the far end of the warehouse.
For your sake, I hope you're telling the truth.
Rule 229. Platinum lasts longer than lust.
But as O'Brien said, but lust is better.
Rule 236. You can't buy fate. Rule 111. Treat people in your debt like family. Exploit them. Couldn't just leave well enough alone, could you? Your type are all dead. Now you've gone and upset my Herodian friends, and they want to have a discussion with you. Enjoy.
Well. Erosion, they are annoying. But easily dealt with.
choice. The Tal'Shar is controlling my family. Well, they have my assets, and Latinum is like them. Please, have mercy on a humble businessman.
Alright, so we talk to her. Oh no, that's actually. Well, basically, Margarine, they took control. Tasha obviously took control of his assets and forcing him, probably in revenge for the destruction of their listening post on Hafar. I can't really blame him. Margarine was working with the Syndicate and the Tal'Shar. I'm glad you were able to handle the situation, Admiral. But it shouldn't have gotten so far. But it shouldn't have got so far out of hand in the first place. Obviously, we're going to have to keep a much closer eye on anyone we invite to our colony. And automatically going to make them anyway. So, with that, we are done with the New Romulus Part 1. We will be back. We'll be doing, I believe it's the mountain base next. Yeah, the mountain base. So we'll be doing the mountain base, which means we're going to the Vestment Plains. Or I'll be walking to the Vestment Plains, and we'll pick up a ground mission that's in this area as well, and then we'll do the mountain base. Don't have to do it, just going straight to the mountain base, but you know, it's nice to show off what once was. So thank you very much for watching. I'm the Big B82. Please subscribe. Comments are welcome. Thumbs up are also appreciated as well. Live long and prosper, and I will see you in part 49. In part 48. Ciao for now.